First thing this morning, let's go check the farm stand and see how the ice packs and the cooler is holding up. If you guys remember, we put 5 dozen eggs in there, 2 ice packs yesterday evening, and I'm just curious how it's holding up. They're all gone. Yeah, they're all gone. The ice packs are still cold, but I can swap one of them out. But they're all gone.
We gotta go to the barn.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna swap this one out. I can't believe it. I just knew there was gonna be some in there. I didn't know they were all gonna be all gone.
You got one to swap out?
Yeah, I got one to swap out, and I ordered some more. All right, so we're gonna swap it out. Put this one in. Take this one out. I'm shocked. Oh, girl, you're like an octopus.
You just caught me half a dozen.
Oh goodness. You got skills, don't you?
Got skills. See, what happens is, usually I think my skills are real good.
Yeah.
And then something happens that makes me
Question it.
they're not.
Your skills are awesome.
I'm not gonna drop these though.
Mad skills.
Peaches says so.
Oh, Peach. Y'all look at Peaches out here supervising in the big pasture over here.
You know, that's quite a menagerie we got going on out there. Just look around.
It is. So this is working out perfect.
Just might need some more chickens.
We got room if we need to add another cooler. But you can, this is what the refrigerator is doing. You can see all the humidity on it right here, but the inside is perfect. Perfect. All right. So far, the cooler is passing the test. Well, we're going to get started back on this fence today. It is a chance of rain, but it's supposed to be this afternoon, so we're thinking that we can go ahead and get the fence post set. Maybe we can test out the new T-post driver. What I'm thinking, show you guys the new T-post driver. I ain't even opened it. Haven't even opened it yet. So, we read lots of reviews, and this is it right here. We went with the Titan, let's see here, has it on here somewhere, let's see here. The Titan X series to PGD 2000, which is contractor's grade. I want to see what it looks like. Tells me to open from this end first. We can see it says open from this end, so we better do what it says. We actually also read several not reviews, but like sites that test these things, and this one was always in. Oh, it's got a nice case. Look at this. It weighs 35 pounds, but it feels like it weighs more than that. Wow. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, this is nice. Oh, yeah. Well, I better read the instructions. I'm not going to put it together without reading the instructions, but there you guys go. And what I do love is it has the Honda motor. Again, great reviews on this particular driver. Good morning, girls. Where are your babies? All the cousins playing together this morning? That's what's going on? Oh, there's some babies. I see them right there. Yeah. For those that may have missed Brooke's latest video, she let everybody know that we do plan on keeping all the babies this time. That's our plan. We'll see how that goes, but right now, we do plan on keeping all the babies. So I got a shovel. All I really need is the posto diggers. I'll grab those. All right, let's go see what we gotta do, okay? Let's go see what we gotta do.
top of the world, like nothing's ever gonna bring me down. This feeling got me flying high as a bird. I may never touch the ground. It may not be my birthday, but I just wanna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate, 'cause it's a good day, good life. I just wanna celebrate all night.
So, while me and Brooke are out here doing this, I noticed it last time. It was strong last time. We can notice it again right now because we're hitting the roots. But there's a lot of sassafras through here, and the smell is lemony, fruity. What else you think? Sweet?
I think kind of like licorice.
Got a licorice? If I'm not mistaken, that's what they used to make root beer out of. So I'm sure it was a hot commodity at one time. Now, not so much, but the smell, when you hit a root or a limb or something, it smells unreal.
It's definitely a distinct smell. Once you smell it, you know what it is.
Yeah, it is. It is. It smells good. I like the way it smells. Well, while we were digging this hole here, we hit some pretty good gravel, and the shear bolt broke off right there. And we're gonna go look in the barn and see if we got. I got some this size shear bolt, but I don't think I got a shear bolt that size. And we are three poles from finishing. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, that's all we can do. Luckily, I found it. So we know what size to get. It was laying right there, thank goodness. I thought it was gonna be like finding a needle in the haystack, but it is what it is, and we can do about it, right? I'm not quite for sure how far this may set us back. If I don't have one, we gotta run to town. That's gonna take at least round trip, going in the store and back, an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and 30 minutes. All right, so I will say this. It was kind of time for us to stop anyways, because it is time for Brooke to feed the babies. And I'm gonna look, see if I have a shear bolt in my thing here. Now, I know there's gonna be some people out there that have no idea what a shear bolt is. And it's called a shear bolt because it shears off. You got all these moving parts on your tractor implements. So they have weak points in them, and they're designated weak points. So on this one, it was right there on the shaft where it hooks to the actual motor that turns the auger bit. So when it got in a bind, if that shear bolt wasn't there, say if it was a really hard bolt that wouldn't break off, what would happen is it would get in a bind like that, and it would damage your gears on your gearbox on your implement, which will cost way more than a shear bolt, which is a couple of bucks. So that's why they're there. It's a very crucial thing. And you know, yes, it did break, but I'm glad it did break and not our gearbox. I hear something going on over here. Is that right, Holly? Holly says she's ready to take a break anyways.
I must confess something.
What's that?
It's a good thing that bolt broke.
Why?
Baby's just about slipped my mind.
They would have let you know.
I know they would have.
Them babies would have let you know. Look at them.
You're finished first, Laura.
Oh, Laura put it down, didn't she?
Did.
She beat old Curtis. Oh, Curtis is usually the one, every time I feed him, Kurt throws it down now. Laura finna push old Red out of the way.
She said, my brothers need to give me some more. Curtis in second. Red's, he's always last.
And he's the biggest one.
He's always last. Skinny girl. Yeah, I got some on my hands, don't I?
All right. Now they got the
done.
bellies
Yay.
full. Well, I just looked and I don't see one.
Well, guess what?
What?
I got a lot of junk in that old barn.
Okay, we'll go look.
There first.
Okay. Hey, Bootsy. I got some bad news. The auger broke. Well, sort of, kind of. The pin broke on it, the shear bolt, and now we gotta go get this thing fixed, and hopefully don't have to go to town. I'm hoping that I got a bolt in the old barn. Got some help in here looking for a bolt. I found one here that I think it's too short. We're still looking though, ain't we, girl? We still looking. So, me and Pink think we may have found one that'll work. Let's keep our fingers crossed. All right, let's see. Let's see how it goes. All right, so it's rotating, it's turning. Now, here's the thing about shear bolts is that they're at a certain poundage, okay, pressure. So once it hits that pressure, it breaks. So, and we've found in the past that the aftermarket ones you get tend to break quicker than the original. Let's hope that's not the case. I cannot get an original one right now. I got 2 more holes to dig and we're done for the day. So I'm hoping this gets us by until I can get the original one to go back in there. 2 more holes. Let's hope it works. We don't need but 2 holes. Oh goodness. Drop it right there. All right. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Look at that gravel. Look at all that gravel. That's why it broke. Look at that. All right, so it got it dug. Needs to be cleaned out a good bit, but I didn't want to risk breaking that pin. It is not the right one. It's probably a little weaker. Look at the rocks though. All right.
Ready for a post?
Ready for the post. All right, y'all, it's the last one. Ha 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 ha. Yes, yes. Ooh, look, I believe my hat has had enough of the sun today. We got all of them in. Was it 11? Was it 11 or 9?
I don't know.
It's either 9 or 11. I can't remember, but they're in. They're in. And I thought we was going to have a little issue there with the pin, but we managed. You talked it through it?
I talked it through it. I told it, do not quit on me now.
It didn't.
We are too close.
It didn't. You know what I want to do?
What?
I want to kind of try a new post pounder.
Oh.
I just want to see what it does. We ain't got to do all of them. Just mark a few and see how it works out.
I'm not going to object.
Okay. Okay. There's really nothing there. I guess it's ready to roll because there is nothing. Let's put some more gas in this thing and let's see what she does. I think this is gonna work. Biscuit, did you hear that thing crank up, girl? You hear it crank up? It was purring like a kitten. Or purring like you are right now. Yeah. Ooh wee. Let's go see if it's gonna work though. Let's go see if it's gonna work. All right, so Brooke had to go run and do something. I'm gonna go mark some T-posts where they need to go. And then when she gets back, we're gonna see how well the driver works. Y'all look at my girl. What are you doing, Holly? Oh, poor old lamb chop. Poor lamb chop. You ready? We gave her that lamb chop like 5 days ago. Come on, bring lamb chop with you. Yeah, lamb chop needs to go to work too, right? That's right. You reckon lamb chop can roll and tape measure out while I mark? Maybe so. And it's gonna be tough rolling this in this area. Ready?
Yeah. Keep coming.
That good?
Yeah. What you think?
That worked.
Mark's right there.
That's good.
Okay.
It worked though, didn't it?
Yeah. Remember, you gotta tell me when to stop.
I will. All right. Well, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know something. We're done. We had no idea that we were gonna get that many posts in. I mean, that was a little shocking. This T-post driver is awesome. It's just as good as the one we rented.
Well, I'll tell you this. I've bought a lot of things in my 48 years.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have been mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, looking back on it, should have bought that.
Right.
But this T-post driver is not one of those things.
It's not one of them.
I just hate we didn't buy it sooner.
The hardest part is this thing. It weighs 35 pounds, and that's probably empty. I don't know what it is with gas in it. So 35, 40 pounds. And lifting it up that high that many times, that's the hardest part. And then getting it off because it's at an angle.
But you know what?
What?
It's not nearly as hard
Oh, heavens,
as
no.
doing this over and over and over again.
We hit some spots that this thing took a second for it to start driving it down. So I can only imagine hammering it and you hitting one of those spots. I know it was a rock or a stone.
Well, your arms would have ricocheted is what would have happened. That was I see many more fences in our future.
Well, I say we got a lot more done today than I had anticipated. I can tell you that.
Sure.
Only thing I want to do today after we take us a break is go look at the blackberries and pick some blackberries.
All right.
Because they need to be picked.
Well, we can handle that.
Yeah, we can handle that. That's not hard work. Not compared to this.
Not compared to this.
Holly. What are you doing, girl?
Holly rode the entire time on the side-by-side.
She didn't get up, did she?
No, she rode with us. And I left it running the whole time, so she just laid there.
Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, guys, we're fixing to go pick some blackberries, but I got you guys a little treat here. Yeah. Thought y'all may enjoy some cantaloupe. How's that going, How is that? That good? That's good stuff right there. Go on, do your victory lap, Loretta. Go on, girl. I know you're proud of that cantaloupe. Yeah, I know you're proud of it. All right, we gotta go. We gotta go pick blackberries. I can't stop watching her. I can't stop watching her. Goodness gracious. Come on, Holly, let's go pick some blackberries. How many you eat?
No, listen.
Yeah.
We've never tried to give Nugget a blackberry.
Oh, we haven't.
So I got these. They had fallen off.
Okay.
Let's go try it.
All right, let's go.
Before we get started.
That works. All right, Nugget. We know you love purple grapes.
Is this Nugget?
Yeah. He spit it out. No,
He doesn't like
not a fan.
She looked as if to say, yuck. I'm not coming back.
She's not even gonna try. Purple grapes only.
Maybe
Purple,
the geese will come along and eat them.
purple grapes only. So this might be, well, this will be our best blackberry crop yet. But and you're not a blackberry connoisseur like myself and Mary Carl.
I'm not.
But
I'm not extremely against them. It's just, I like it.
in something.
Yeah.
But will you be willing to do an experiment and eat 2 raw blackberries?
They're going to have to look at my teeth the rest of the video.
Reason why I asked that is we have 2 varieties.
Okay.
We got Kiowa and we got Natchez. Now the Kiowa are the ones that we always pick. This is the one Petals likes to grow. It's the ones we've always liked to grow. They're huge, they're beautiful, but they do have big thorns. And the Natchez are thornless.
Oh,
But they do taste different.
well, have at it.
So I was gonna get one of these really ripe
You
ones.
can't tell me what's what, though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was
Just
gonna
go
give you.
pick them and then tell me to try it.
Okay, and I want to show everybody why we like to grow Kiowa blackberries.
Oh my gosh, I gotta eat that big one?
Look how big this is, y'all. I don't know if it really shows
All right, look
on
at my thumb.
camera.
Let's hold it next to my thumb.
And they're huge.
Can you see that?
They are massive.
That's unreal.
Now you don't have to eat the whole thing.
Okay, will you just give me one and I'll tell you which one I like better?
Okay.
My eyes are closed.
Eyes are closed.
I promise. I didn't even know you were here.
A little tart.
Okay, I'm ready for the next one. I kind of like the second one.
Second one's Kiowa.
Really?
Me and Mary Carl are the same way. Both of those are a little tart. You can catch them when they're super sweet. They felt soft. They're gonna be tart anyways. Blackberries are gonna taste like a sweet tart, no matter what.
But that was more like grape juice.
Yeah. The Kiowa is sweeter than the Natchez, in mine and Mary Carl's opinion. Matter of fact, Mary Carl didn't like the Natchez at all.
Really?
She didn't like it at all. She liked the Kiowa only.
It's very similar to grape juice to
Yeah.
me.
Once you get a Kiowa that's really, really ripe, yeah, it does taste like grape juice a little bit. Yep,
That's the first thing that came to mind. How many do you think we're going to get?
a bunch.
They need to be picked, that's for sure.
They need to be picked.
And this is not the last picking.
No, and we may put some aside for another cobbler.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I start picking?
Start picking. I just had a honeybee.
Did you?
And you know, that may be the reason why our blackberries,
Are so plentiful?
yeah, last year was a good year, but I think this year's a lot better. I mean, y'all look. And the weight, you can see just the sheer weight on this one bush. That cable's pulling down because of the weight of the blackberries.
Man, I see it. It's sagging in the middle.
Yes. Look at this one. Crazy.
Yeah.
Now, as a kid, the blackberries bring back such memories for me. Granddaddy he planted them.
Oh. Well, I'm thinking wild ones.
And they were big. I don't know, they could have been Kiowas. You're talking about early 80s.
Was that variety around even then?
I don't know. He got it from Washington. I remember that.
He got the bush from Washington?
Yeah, he got the plant from Washington because
Washington State.
Washington State, which blackberries do well there. So do raspberries.
Yeah, but why did he get the plant from Washington?
Well, my aunt lived in Washington. And I guess that's something you just didn't see down here, was these huge blackberries.
And they did well.
They did well. He had them planted at his house and he had them planted behind his business. And I ate no telling how many. Have we freeze-dried blackberries? I just feel like we have, but I
it's
don't
been
remember.
a long time.
Now, one question I do get asked is why I don't grow raspberries. We grow blackberries. Why don't you grow raspberries, or can you do this trellis system with raspberries? Well, we can't grow raspberries here. Even though it says raspberries will grow in zone 8, they do not do well in our area. And it's mainly because of the super high humidity we have here. And they just don't do well here at all. Blackberries thrive in this climate, but raspberries do not. And so that's why we can't grow raspberries here. So I cannot answer the question as to if you can grow raspberries like this, because I don't know. Petals don't sell raspberries or grow raspberries. If raspberries could be grown,
They could grow them.
they would grow them. All right, so I got a good little bit here. I don't know how much that weighs. I should weigh it, but that's pretty daggum heavy. Hey Biscuit, we're going to freeze dry some blackberries, girl. Yeah. There we go.
Now we wait.
Now we wait. We're probably thinking tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it'll be at least tomorrow because there's so much moisture in blackberries. It's
Yeah.
got to pull all that moisture out and then, dry them out. So probably tomorrow. That's okay.
That's okay. Well, y'all, as you can see, it is the next day. Tell y'all what, me and Brooke slept like a rock last night. I can tell y'all that. But the blackberries are ready. So let's go grab them out of the freeze dryer and see how they turned out. What you guys doing? I see Mabel and Martha over there. I see y'all. We fixing to go check these blackberries. Oh my gracious. They're the triplets. Y'all want a blackberry? Huh?
You know what, Jason?
What?
These are almost as big in their original state as the milk duds were. What do you think? I'm kind of scared.
To me, they taste just like they did when we picked them. I thought that tartness was going to be so intense that you couldn't eat it.
It's good.
But it's tart, and I can see you. But
It's tart, but it's good.
But it's really, really, really like it was when we picked it. You know, strawberries, peaches. What else have we done? Figs. Figs aren't very intense. Strawberries are extremely intense.
They are. Now, Catherine at G&G Farms has done blueberries, and she says that they're so intense she can't eat them.
Now, when you add water to it and reconstitute it, it'll be right back
Right.
to like it was. What we'll probably use them more for anything is blackberry cobblers.
Yep. And you can see how light it is. It just...
Yeah, it's the consistency of styrofoam.
Yeah. And when you drop it, listen.
Yeah, it's
Bing.
hard. Now, you can preserve these several ways. The way we like to do it is we like jars with the air seal on it.
Well, we like jars with the air seal if it's something we're going in and out of a lot.
Yeah.
But these we're not going to go in and out of a lot, I don't think. I think we'll just measure them into, say, 3 cups and put them in the Mylar bags.
And seal them in the Mylar bag.
And seal them in the Mylar bags because I'm not going to open it and get a couple out and seal it back. All right.
Well, cool. Well, this turned out pretty daggum good. I'm going to eat this one.
Are you?
That one's delicious.
I'm going to have one more, and this is a small one. It's at the end when you can...
It's tart.
It is tart.
All right, see what you think. See what you think. How you like them? Scale of 1 to 10. What you think? I think that's a 10. I do. I think you're loving the blackberries. We got some goat treats, right? Freeze-dried goat treats. I have to tell Mama that now.
I've never known a love so steady,